Hello, it's Choose TMC. I'm just going to do a quick walk around video of this Mitsubishi L200. I'll highlight anything that will go above and beyond general wear and tear for a used vehicle. There may be a few little cuts in this video. I do have a bit of a cold and I don't want to be coughing in your ear, so I feel like that would be extremely annoying for you. So apologies for that in advance. What I'm going to do is go around the exterior of the vehicle, then I'll go to the rear and front of the interior, and I'll start the vehicle up just to show that everything's in good working order. Starting at the front headlights, you can see there's no signs of any cracks, scratches or water ingress to the actual lights themselves. There's a little stone chip to the plastic housing of that light there. This one looking really nice and tidy. This bonnet protector doing its job, looking pretty good. The bonnet itself does have a few little marks on there, nothing out of the ordinary. You can just see it does get caught by the lighting. Nothing too obvious, but it's definitely worth mentioning. Windscreen is generally in pretty good shape. No signs of any nasty cracks that will require any attention. Nothing that would warrant repair. What I'm going to do now is we'll go around the vehicle. We'll start at the passenger side, front alloy. As you can see, it's looking really nice and tidy. No signs of any major curbing. It's the wheel arch looking pretty nice. And then this front panel, looking really good and tidy. The mirror, looking pretty good. The glass, importantly, has no cracks in it at all. There's your nice L200 Warrior detailing. And here you have your passenger door. A little bit of a mark there, but nothing too major. Side steps looking really good, as does this rear passenger side door. Here are your roof bars. Really good shape. There's a little bit of a mark next to the window here of the canopy, which can be opened, of course. Just a little bit of grazing to the rear of this panel, but as you can see, just from moving 1 or 2 steps away, you can already not see it. Get to the rear alloy, looking really nice and tidy, no horrible marks from curbing or scuffing. Rear light, similar to the front, there are a few noticeable scratches, but definitely no cracks and no cloudiness. And we'll do the opposite side, looking pretty much perfect. Rear bumper, looks nice and tidy. This is where most people have little prangs in car parks, etc. To have only one little scuff is a pretty good return. There are quite a few marks here. This is sort of to be expected, as this is where your tow bar and electrical connector are. So, be expected as you're hitching stuff up. Tailgate looking really good, which is quite nice for a commercial vehicle. They do often come with little dents from hauling large loads, trailers, etc. Here's your rear-facing parking camera. The door handle is slightly off-centre, but does work perfectly. As you see, it is a Truckman canopy. There's the bed, all ready for work. And your side windows there, all looking nice and tidy. The lining does have a few little marks. Again, that's sort of to be expected. But as you can see, there's nothing out of the ordinary with that. And then the inside of the canopy top looking good. Very few little marks here, which is quite nice. Usually there's quite a few on a pickup. It doesn't really matter as you can never see them anyway, but again, just worth showing. Driver's side now. From this angle, all looking really nice and tidy. This part, sort of the bottom of the canopy, does have a few scratches. As I just demonstrated, it's really dependent on what angle you're at and what lighting. These panels looking nice, no signs of any dents. Another good alloy, no signs of any horrible scuffing or curbing. That bolt is all fine, it just looks odd, because it must have been changed at some point. No cause for concern, just thought I'd point that out just in case you noticed it in the video. I thought I'd gloss over it. Front panel looking nice, little mark there just on the panel gap. This mirror looking nice and tidy. Lastly, this wheel arch. The interior, the alloy looking nice. Move to the interior now. Here is the rear passenger door card. Full leather seating, it's really nice and comfortable. There are a few marks here and there, but no horrible rips or tears, definitely no cigarette burns. As you can see, the lining at the top is looking good of the upholstery, and with that there's no damp and no funny smells like cigarettes or vape residue. This door card looking good. See the seats, just have a few little marks on there, but again, definitely nothing that would impact your experience. You wouldn't be able to feel them. It's not like there are any horrible rips or tears. This door card looking good. Passenger seat looking nice. Again, a few little marks, but just like the rear, they're not horrible. Just general wear and tear, but worth pointing out, just because they quite clear. Driver's side door card, some slight signs of wear. Driver's seat looking nice and tidy. There are your keys, let's move those. Some signs of wear to the point of entry and exit for the driver, that is to be expected considering the age of the vehicle. But again, no nasty rips or tears, just a casual bit of aging. There's your centre console, drinks holder, your drivetrain selector for towing and off-roading capabilities. There's your automatic gearbox, your climate control, which as you can see is in good working order. Then your infotainment system complete with DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity. This is where the rear parking camera comes up, as you can see in good order. There's your radio, the apps that you can, this is where if you connected your phone you would find your apps. And here are your extensive menu settings. Just go to the radio, leave it on that. Heated seats, all in good working order. Steering wheel looking really nice and tidy. There are a few marks, see this here, but definitely nothing that you can feel, nothing that feels horrible and rough that you can sometimes get. And all the stitching, as you can see, is intact. There's your hands-free device on the bottom there, as well as your radio controls on the wheel. And on the right you have your trip computer, you have your cruise control functions and your trip computer controls. It's this button here you can cycle through. 71,542 miles are indicated. I'll just show this. As you can see, is the trip computer function. Again, this is just the cruise control. Have your flappy paddles for if you want to move into a manual mode. Your usual stalk controls on the left and right of the wheel. Then you have your mirror, lane assist, traction control, start-stop button, and lastly your window controls. Just do a pan over the dash just to show that there are no horrible marks, nothing that's stained and going to reflect annoyingly on the windscreen. And I'll just show above the driver. Turn the vehicle off and head out. Just one more look just to show you haven't missed anything. Your electric seat controls, really nice and helpful. That brings us back to the front of this Mitsubishi L200. If you have any questions about this vehicle, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. Thank you very much for watching.